if you struggle with back pain for long enough, you will typically start kind of opening your mind and trying methods that a previous, more skeptical, more rational version of you would even be embarrassed to think about. But if you're open-minded enough and desperate enough, you will try visualizations eventually. In this video, I will share my stories, my recommendations, and my experiences with visualizations for back pain. So I'm not exactly sure when I first started to play around with this idea that maybe some sort of a visualization might be beneficial for back pain. This must have been like at least 4 or 5 years of constant back pain, because before that I was pretty much predominantly relying on Western medicine, trying out only the things that doctors recommended. This is obviously a solution that's probably recommended by the internet and, you know, the magical people on the internet. And this was definitely one of the most magical woo-woo things I tried for back pain. And coming from the logic, the science world, I'm a computer programmer myself. I have a degree in computer science. I've been writing code for like pretty much the entire time ever since I started working for the first time. So I am a very logical, rational person for the most part. And before I decided to even like consider these types of maybe alternative approaches, I was quite skeptical of this. But as I said, like a lot of the Western medical solutions didn't do anything for me. The doctors kind of disappointed me a lot. And as time was progressing and I wasn't feeling a lot better, I was becoming more and more open to experimenting with different types of solutions, of possible solutions. One of them was visualizations. So I tried over the time several different techniques and types. I usually like perform them, you know, maybe lying down on a hard ground, because I think if you try to do them like sitting or standing, you're gonna feel more pressure on your back, and that's gonna kind of distract you. I was still deeply skeptical before trying every possible like technique and visualization, which today I would advise you like not to do. If you decide to try this, give it a real shot. And since this has like a strong mindset component to it, you're gonna be doing yourself a favor if you believe in this strongly. Like if you think this is gonna work, I think you increase the chances of it working. Anyway, so I tried a few different types of visualizations. I think one of the most interesting, more memorable ones was like you're kind of visualizing this ball of healing like passing through your body, through your spine, and it's supposed to like heal you and dissolve the pain. And you know, honestly, it felt a little bit pleasant. I did feel like mild, good sensations, but the pain never really went away. I didn't like feel a lot of relief. And I tried that one for a while. I tried it for a few sessions. I also remember another kind of interesting technique for visualizations that I tried. You're trying to like visualize your pain, kind of like concentrating into like a black mass, and then you visualize it like leaving your body, leaving through your clavicles, or maybe you cough it out, kind of like the guy in the Green Mile movie did it. If you remember, like the big guy who healed people. Then, you know, this one was again like possibly mild, good sensations. Didn't really do a ton for me when it comes to like relieving back pain, neither like immediately nor long term. And I tried this like a few times. It's not like I tried them once, but you know, I gave them a fair shot, I believe. No real lasting benefits here, if I'm being completely honest. And I think this is probably gonna be the experience for most people. Maybe you will feel like some interesting sensations, especially the first time you're trying this. You'll probably keep the pain intact, like you're not even gonna touch it. However, I wouldn't actually discourage you from trying this. Not because you will heal or this is gonna provide like immediate benefits, but first of all, I think it's actually kind of beneficial to experiment with techniques that open your mind. Maybe the fact that open-mindedness kind of brings with itself like, you know, curiosity, and maybe like even I think you increase your chances of maybe being like more grateful, more like feel the joy for life more. And that's something that actually works. Like that's the secret super weapon. Mindset, guys, trust me, like this is the key. This is how you will probably heal, especially if you've struggled with back pain for more than 3 months. There's something going on that's wrong with your mindset, and you probably will have to work some emotional, psychological issues. I talk a lot about this in a lot of my content. Definitely check out all of my resources here. Like I have a free book, as I mentioned. The app is going to be really helpful for this, especially for developing the correct mindset. Also, take a detailed survey on my website. You're going to get a specific plan, custom tailored for your needs. You're going to answer like all of the important questions, and you're going to get something that's specifically made for you. If you're serious on healing this, the course, man, the back pain blueprint course, we go deep into this type of thing. You will learn some techniques that are actually useful for kind of like fixing your mindset correctly. That's why I say like I kind of didn't see a direct benefit from these types of techniques, but I think I learned something that I applied later, and I will talk about this in a lot of other videos and a lot of my other content. I think a relevant video should appear above me right about now. Definitely check that out as well. And that's why I want to say that you shouldn't maybe dismiss visualizations right away. Maybe they're not going to provide a ton of direct benefits, but the psychological, like the mindset benefits they can teach you or point the way towards, I think that can actually be really valuable. And the purported like scientific mechanism behind visualizations, you know, is a bit on the woo-woo magic side, no doubt about that for sure. But I think it's at this point it's even like an established scientific fact that, you know, the mind and the body, they share a deep connection, inseparable connection. I'm still not gonna go there right away. I will go there in other videos, but I'm pretty confident that if you can make the mind like believe that you're healed, it's not like you're gonna heal right away. I'm not saying that, but you will provide a very fertile soil. Like you will set the environment, you will prepare the environment for healing like in the best way possible. And you know, some people will actually, I think they will benefit from visualizations. I think there's people who, you know, maybe they're even like better at this. Maybe they have like a stronger mind-body connection. Maybe they know better techniques. Maybe they've practiced this for longer. Like I wouldn't be surprised at all if some people say stuff like, I visualized like my back pain reducing or diminishing, and it worked. It actually worked. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. It didn't really work for me. I'm not sure it's gonna be the right, like the most common tool in your tool belt most of the days. But again, like there's probably no side effects here at all. This is completely free. So there's not really a reason to be like too skeptical of this, in my opinion. And generally, I am kind of in favor of trying different things out. Like even if they sound strange to you, eventually, again, as I said, like you wanna arrive at a point where your mind is a little bit more open than the typical, let's say, like, you know, Western person who maybe works in an office. Maybe you're a programmer like me, like, or maybe you have a logical job where you solve problems all day. You're stuck in your brain the whole time. You're all about like the code and the logic and, you know, being rational. And you probably sit in a chair for long periods of time during the day. Let's be honest, that's not good for your back, of course. And these types of people, I think they generally can benefit from, you know, opening their mind just a little bit and experimenting with different types of solutions. Not being like naive and, you know, a victim of scammers and con artists all the time, but still like at least hearing people out and, you know, checking out methods that at least to you they sound like they may have something plausible in them. My name is Mate from Real Deal Heal. Like this video if you found it valuable, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell thingy if you have chronic back pain issues, because I provide a lot of content on this topic. You're gonna benefit a ton from it, I believe. Also, I think other people who struggle with back pain will benefit a lot from it too. So definitely share it with them. Share this content and share this channel with them. I think you're going to be doing them a massive favor. If you have any questions or comments, the comment section is the place where you should go. I will try to address everything. By the way, like if you have experiences with visualizations, like or other of these types of like woo-woo magical solutions, please let me know in the comments. I'm super curious to hear your experience as well. If you want to see what's actually working, again, check the free book. The app has a free tier. Check my course. Check the survey that's going to create a detailed plan for you. Schedule a call for me, a free consultation call. We're going to see if we can work together, if I can be in your corner and help you out and be on your team, guide you through this whole like journey of pain. And you're going to do it in the least painful and like the quickest way possible, honestly. So check the links in the description or the pinned comment. If you want to keep binging on videos that are good for back pain, that will educate you on this subject, I have a lot of experience here. I've struggled with this issue for a lot, so definitely check out the next video that's probably going to appear right above me at anytime now. I will see you there. And until next time, my friends, be brave.